with the US President Joe Biden announcing that a ceasefire and hostage release deal between Israel and Hamas is on the brink of being finalized, the question has emerged that if Jerusalem will hand over the body of former Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar as part of that agreement. Now, as per reports, the handover of Sinwar's body has remained one of the sticking points in the ongoing negotiations over the ceasefire and hostage release. An Arab media outlet reported that Hamas was demanding the body of its former leader in the first stage of the deal. But as per an Israeli government source, Jerusalem is not ready for that, and it will not return the body of Sinwar, who was the architect of Hamas' October 2023 attack on Israel. Yahya Sinwar was killed by Israeli troops in Rafah in October last year. US President Biden, in a farewell speech at the State Department, said the proposed agreement would include a surge of aid to Palestinians in Gaza, the release of hostages held by Hamas, and a halt to the fighting in the enclave.
On the war between Israel and Hamas, we're on the brink of a proposal that I laid out in detail months ago, finally coming to fruition. I have learned in many years of public service to never, ever give up.
In the first stage of the potential deal, Hamas will reportedly release 33 hostages, including children, women, female soldiers. On the 16th day after the release, negotiations will begin on the second stage to free the remaining captives, comprising of male soldiers, men of military age, and the bodies of hostages held by Hamas. 94 of the 251 hostages taken by Hamas on 7th of October are believed to be in Gaza. Reports claim Israel will hold on to high-profile Hamas militants to use as leverage in the second stage of talks to ensure that every hostage is released from Gaza. As per the potential deal, the IDF troops will withdraw from most areas of the Gaza Strip, but stay in a new buffer zone inside Gaza. During the period between the two stages, the military will continue to hold the Philadelphia corridor along the Gaza-Egypt border. Furthermore, US Secretary of State Antony Blinken is all set to lay out a plan on Tuesday for rebuilding and governing Gaza. Reports claim he will detail the plan of governing the Palestinian territory after the Israel-Hamas war is over and a ceasefire deal is signed. Meanwhile, Gaza's Civil Defense Agency said a wave of Israeli airstrikes killed more than 50 people. Agency spokesman said the strikes pounded Gaza City throughout the day, hitting schools, homes, and even gatherings of people. As of now, nearly 46,600 Palestinians have been killed in the Israeli offensive since 2023 October. The Israeli military said 5 IDF soldiers were killed in northern Gaza on Monday, while 8 other soldiers from the reconnaissance battalion of the Nahal Brigade were wounded in the same incident. Since the beginning of the war in October 2023, 840 soldiers have been killed. Now, earlier in the day, air raid sirens blared across central Israel as Israeli defense systems attempted to intercept a missile launched from Yemen. According to the military, the missile was likely intercepted after several attempts, and no injuries or damage was reported. On Monday, Yemen's Iran-aligned Houthi group said it had launched missile and drone attacks on targets in Tel Aviv in an operation that achieved its objectives successfully.
The missile force of the Houthi armed forces carried out a military operation that targeted a vital target of the Israeli enemy in the occupied city of Tel Aviv using a hypersonic ballistic missile of the type Palestine II. The operation achieved its objectives successfully.